All right, Gopi, let's get right into your attic here. And taking a look at first glance, nothing really seems to be too out of place. But once we start diving a little deeper, for example, take a look at the area above your bathroom in the hallway. You see how they draped a piece of insulation over top of that bulkhead, and you can just see how dirty that insulation is, showing you that air was just passing through there and has been for years. This is the bath fan in the hallway, and this is just another example of where air is passing through around the bath fan because it's not sealed properly. And that discolored insulation is a telltale sign. So how do we seal it up? We spray foam it. We use 1 part spray foam and we air seal it. We seal around the perimeter and make sure that air can't pass through around the gaps. I also wanted to point out that you have one duct running from the basement, or somehow it was tapped in. But the point here is this is the one that is coming out of the bathroom ceiling. This is a supply duct, and you can see it's coming up on the side of the house there. And that end where it first comes out of the hole there, the attic floor, it's exposed. So, it's being exposed to the heat or the cool, depending on the season, and then it's running that short distance only to be met at the supply with another exposed duct. So these are all just little things that all add up to the problems that you're having. And then I wanted to address the hatch. As we were talking, we use rigid foam board, and you can see how the guys cut it to size. They tape it up and then they glue it to the original panel, and then we use weather stripping to make a seal so that the hatch is airtight and insulated. So let's take a look at your master knee wall. I do believe this is a big part of your problems, and I see where the return went in, and likely the guys, when they did the work for you, they took that piece of insulation down. I get it, but that's not to say that the insulation down or up is really working. And you see how I'm kind of ever so slightly showing you there that the insulation is not really in good contact with that wall, with that surface. And that is key to insulation working for you. So that knee wall needs to be dressed up. And then if you look at the sloped ceiling above the master bedroom, you see how that framing kind of prevents the insulation from sitting flush on the drywall, which again, these are all little details that collectively add up to big problems. And then I was mentioning to you the way that you have that nice shelf in your room there, it creates a gap there that needs to be blocked and sealed. And that is a detail that could easily be missed. So how do we treat this knee wall? Well, the guys get down on their hands and knees. They seal all the cracks, crevices. They cut new insulation where needed. They press it into place. The blocking and sealing, you're going to see here, this is a house that it had the exact same feature, and you see that gap there that is created by the end of the wall and the ceiling below. So we use the foam board that I was showing you earlier, and we actually spray foam it and seal it all up so that that air cannot communicate underneath and get into the room. And then finally, we wrap the knee wall insulation tight, and we staple the insulation using the sheathing you see to the studs so that everything is sandwiched nice and snug. And then this is a well insulated attic with a knee wall very similar to yours, where everything is buttoned up and tight, and you can't even see the attic floor, and you see the baffles over on the edges, which is going to promote the ventilation that you also need. So hopefully this helps, and thanks a lot for watching.